to make sure that we are at least. You think so? Everybody said the red one suit me too. But just lazy and I want do nothing to my hair. But yeah, me can't come online and look all shabby. Right? Me should have put on a little makeup first, but I'm gonna get right into it. Oh, you didn't see me at church? I was online yesterday. I was online. Today is holiday in Canada. I don't know. Yeah, I was at church. It was wonderful. The guy talked about we are doing the topic of judges. Right? All about judges. What we did. Tap up the screen, guys. Tap up the screen so that more people can join in. Lots of conversation here. I want to hear from people. I want to hear from people what they think about the testimony today from Dawn. Dawn finished her testimony this morning. And then the other girl, Kelly, or Kerry, she also had her testimony this morning, this afternoon. I want to know what you guys feel about it, how you felt. Do you think that they solidified that Diddy is guilty of what is he guilty of? Racketeering, sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion, transportation to engage in prostitution. Or do we think that he is guilty of that? Good evening, guys. I want to know because listen, we have to talk about it because this is a lot. It is actually a lot, right? I'm just going to recap here just in case anybody missed so far or don't know what is going on. So the case is between Diddy, Sean Combs, known as Diddy, and his ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura. Anywho, they were together for 11 years, almost 11 years. I'm hearing 10 years sometimes and a year in 11 years. And he was 17 years older than her. She's testified. She had about 20 hours of testimony. That was a long testimony she gave. 2 days or 2.5 days she was on that stand. So she testified that Diddy, they had a love story. Apparently they want to paint it like that there was a love story and that they were in love, two people in love, right? She's saying that at some point she believed she was in love with him, but after a while it became evident that he was using his power. Now, one of the ask, was it the power being used or is it that she wanted his money? She wanted to become the mistress or maybe the wife of $1 billion industry. That's the question here, right? Does she want to become a $1 billion industry? Exactly, that's what she wants, right, people? Because, I mean, she was with the man for 10 years, over a decade. Who wouldn't? If I was in her position, I would probably want to be the wife and also, if anything happened to him, being the person who is going to control the whole estate. Right? That's the ultimate goal. But when she realized that is not going to happen, right? She said that. I'm just going over some of the stuff that happened. You all know about it. And when she realized that wasn't going to, thank you, Jackie. When she realized that that wasn't going to happen, she decided to write herself a book. And by writing that book, she sent it to him, to Diddy. And then he didn't take her serious. Then what she had to do was to get a lawyer involved and sue him. Anyway, she got a settlement. The settlement was $20 million. And then after that, the Fed saw the videos. There was a video that was released. The reason why the video was released was because the where they live, the state of California, I believe, it past the time when anything can be done about the video. Because I think a decade has passed, something like that. So here what? So now we are here stuck with trying to understand if this is a case of coercion or this is a case of she's just a partner. Did she willingly do it? Now, in a case like this is my opinion. Now, all that I have said is factual. That was in the court. Remember, guys, Diddy is innocent until proven guilty. He has not proven guilty at this point. So we are only just listening to the testimony. It is quite early. The prosecutor has shown that he is a violent individual, and we all agree that he's very violent. We all agree that he is a horrible human being, right? We all agree that the way he treat Cassie, hold on there, guys. We all agree that the way he treated Cassie was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. We all agree that. But is this a case of racketeering? Is this a case of engaging prostitution? We have to ask ourselves the question. Is this a sex trafficking case? Is this transportation to engage in prostitution? Is this the case, or is it just simple the fact that a man and woman, they live horrible, they live in a toxic relationship, and that's all what this is? Now, the prosecutor seems to think that this is a case that he has been doing a lot of stuff, unlawful criminal activity, such as he was forcing people beyond their without their consent. Like the video that was shown at court shows that Cassie was forced to go back into the freak off, right? So is that a coercion right there? Because remember, by law, if I'm with my husband and I said to my husband, I don't want to have sex with you, enough is enough, or stop, he needs to stop. If he continues, it is considered rape. You know why I say rape, right? It is considered that. Now, guys, listen. When stuff like this happen, we have to ask ourselves, this is a crucial question, right? And we all ask ourselves this question in regards to her case. She has many, many times to leave, but she didn't. But some women suffer from Bader syndrome, from Stockholm syndrome, and they just can't leave a relationship. It cripples them in such a way that they can't leave the relationship. Right? Which he treated her badly, yes. The next thing is, now we are there at the testimony of Dawn. Okay, let me tell you how I feel about the testimony of Dawn. I mean, Dawn came in when she hit the bombshell at day 5, the end of day 5. She was really strong. She testified that she went there, how I understood it, when she first testified, when they first put her on the stand before the day end, she said she was there back in 2009, and she saw Diddy hit Cassie with an egg or a pan. That's what I understood from it. I saw the script. Then, and she said he locked her into a room. She and her friend, she couldn't get out of the room. And then he threatened her and saying that, you know, what happened to people who talk. Right? She took that as a threat. He never complete his statement. He just say, you know, what happened to people who snitch or talk or whatever it is, right? Then after, they put her back on the stand this morning and she was testifying, and then we get more understanding of what that Cassie was cooking eggs for Diddy, and then it was taking long. So therefore, and she was there, and then she was cooling the egg. I don't know. That's what I heard. And then Diddy came and Diddy hit her with the pan or hit her with the egg. Nobody's sure if he did hit her or he didn't hit her because her testimony was a little bit shaky. She wasn't deliberate. She wasn't sure of what really took place. It's almost like it's either you see him hit her or you don't see him hit her. So there was some inconsistency there. Right? Was it a threat? We don't know what it was. We have no idea because she stated at first, I thought she saw when he hit her. Then after, when the defendant started to question her about the whole situation, the story started to poke hole in it. So right now, she said, this was her words, that it's a long time. I'm doing the best I can to remember what happened. Okay, she said she was scared of him, right? Obviously, she was traumatized. And because she was traumatized, years after, in 2024, when everybody was suing Diddy, Dawn filed a civil lawsuit against Diddy. The same Dawn that said that she was afraid of him. Okay. But the other thing is, what the defendant pointed out is that in 2010, I can't remember, somebody know the date there, Dawn reached out to Diddy and tell Diddy she wants to work with him. Now, if a person is so scared and she saw what happened at Diddy's home, and she said Diddy threatened her, why would she reach out to Diddy to go work with him again, collaborate with him again? And she said she was traumatized. She had to go to trauma therapy or whatever it is. So all of that, she said. So my question is, if you're so scared of this man, why did you go back, reach out, and want to do business with him again? I would run as fast as I could. I would. But that situation does not say that Diddy wasn't abusive. I'm not saying that he wasn't abusive because he went back she wanted to work with him. Sometimes money make you do shit that you really don't want to do. Because maybe she's saying to herself, well, the woman who got the beat, she's still there. So who am I to be judging, right? But my thing is, she did file a lawsuit, an open lawsuit, right? And saying that she alleged sexual assault, she alleged abuse, and she alleged inhumane working condition. When she worked for him, the condition wasn't good. So that's what was in the lawsuit that she filed. Dawn recall that she saw Diddy punch Ventura, Cassie, in her stomach. So basically she's saying, yes, I see the violence. Yes, I see the violence. Yes, this is what happened. Yes, this is what happened. But then the thing is, and then they did ask her, which made me wonder, they asked her, how many times have you spoken to the prosecutors? And she said many times. She couldn't give a number. So to me, what they're alleging is that they might coerce her into doing this. And what is her motive in doing this? Right? Because it's not like she speak to the prosecutor. We don't know if they offer her something or whatever. She didn't do it because, oh, she want justice. I don't know. But she said she speak to the prosecutor about 8. They ask her, what you think, about 8 times? And she said, yeah. Right? So she did speak to them a lot. So, I mean, it's a different story with the other person who was testifying. So then we're going to look at Kerry now. Kerry Morgan. Her testimony. When she began, she stated that, listen, I'm here not because I want to be here. She wanted to over and done with. She don't want to get involved with anybody, their domestic business. But because the prosecutor asked her to come here, she's here to give whatever, right? She's going to give what she saw. She says during out the 17 years, because she said she knew Cassie for a long time. So obviously she knew Cassie the longest. She and Cassie go way back, right? Way back. I saw a picture online with she and Cassie. They go way back. So anywho, so she came on and she said, yes, they had a tumultuous relationship and she witnessed it twice. She says once when Diddy take a wooden hanger and hold her and then hit her with the wooden hanger, right? I basically beat her with the wooden hanger and she was terrified, right? She was terrified. She never speak to Cassie again. Cassie contacted her. What I didn't understand is, did she say on the stand whether it was Cassie? They said that Cassie went to her and offered her and said, she said she go to maybe she want to file a lawsuit or something like that. And so they offer her $30,000. I don't know if it was Diddy who offered her the $30,000, but based on her testimony, Cassie, but one would have thought that maybe Diddy was involved. But a lot of the news media is saying that Diddy offer her. Nobody knows if Diddy offer her. It becomes hearsay if Cassie offer her, or Diddy send Cassie to offer her. That was not clear. Now, if it was clear that Diddy sent Cassie to go offer her the money, right? That's another story. But what I've gotten so far is that Cassie went to Kerry and offered her and said, you're blowing it out of proportion. So obviously she's covering up for Diddy, what Diddy did. She says, basically that's what she said, right? And so she did take the money and she signed an NDA to not ever to talk about it. Now the NDA is over now, so she can talk about it, right? Now, and then she described Diddy behavior. So she says another case, Diddy start pounding on the door with a hammer, boom, boom, boom. And then somebody called the police. Nobody says who called the police. It must have been a neighbor who called the police. The police was called. And when the police called, Cassie didn't say what it was or anything. Right? So obviously, as I tell you before, when people are in violent situation, even for me, I've been in situation where if you're in a toxic relationship, somebody called the police. Sometimes when the police come, because they don't want nobody to get arrested, they don't even answer the door sometimes, for one. And a lot of people who is in toxic relationship can attest to this. You don't answer the phone. when the police come, you lie, the story change, all different things, and it go on and on and on. People do that all the time. Them and them spouse in the house argue, not until the police come. Everybody calm down. Nobody wants anybody to get in trouble. Everybody keep their mouth shut, blah, blah, blah. And it goes on again and the cycle continues. That is what happened in abusive relationship. I'm living proof of it, right? So, hear what? Now, yeah, that is where we're at the moment. And I don't think the defendant did a good, me personally, Carrie seems to be just want to get it over and done with. She's not like she was on anybody's side. She wasn't on anybody's side. She just come in, she state the facts, state what happened, what she saw. She says over the long period of time that she saw Cassie, she only twice. She said after that, she go her separate way. She never talked to Cassie ever again because of that. So obviously, Cassie didn't reach out to her and speak to her either. So to me, Cassie didn't want anybody to intervene, right? Because battered woman and people who have battered, they keep contact with other people that they know for a long time to me and complain and whatever, and they go wrong, right? You keep somebody who know of the story, but she didn't. That girl disappeared. And it's not like Cassie did go off, try to talk to her again or whatever. It didn't seem like Cassie was interested to have a relationship with her, right? Cassie make her choice. Because the girl must have said to Cassie, either me or I'm not going to be a part of that domestic violent, nothing. And so here we are today. Now, my question here for you guys is, what do you think? You think the prosecutor have proven that Diddy is committing trafficking? What do you think? You think that they have done a good job of presenting racketeering, sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion, transportation to engage in prostitution, and also there was a picture out that shows Cassie bruises. And they do mention about Jamaica that they were in Jamaica and look, Jamaica. You going to Jamaica with your little dirty behavior, huh? I haven't heard any trafficking or coercion. Right, I haven't heard that yet, but we never know. We never know. We never know. No, I don't think they're doing a good job so far of building the case of trafficking, but I think they're doing a good job. And you know what? The legal system has changed. And to be real honest, what they considered racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution is somewhat like when normal, if you don't know the law, normal people listening to this would say, well, we look at sex trafficking as when they're El Salvador and them traffic the little. No, that is not it. As long as this is what trafficking is, to my understanding, is that if you go cross state line, bringing people, pay them to do the act, okay, guys, sorry about that. You know, when I go on a call, the phone just go dead. So you just have to bear with me. Now, listen, guys. Now, for us to sit here and we're going to try dissect this crap together, it's like we beat it dead. We yet to see them bring something like that shock us. I wasn't shocked. I mean, Dawn, the way Dawn presented, and the only part of Dawn's testimony that was shocking is the fact that she said that he locked her into a room. But the next day, when she was testifying, she said he brought her back. So I don't understand it. Did he lock her in the room at the same time and wouldn't allow her to leave? Or did he brought her back in and threaten her? Somebody clarify that for me, because that was not clear. That is why it's not clear if he locked her in a room same time when him and Cassie was going at it, or she left and then she came back and then he threatened her. I don't know. I didn't get it. I did not. Yeah, that was unclear. It was, and I read it. It was unclear. So they're going to have a field day with that. I think in the closing argument, they're going to be using that. Right? It was not, her testimony wasn't clear. But she would have been a good witness if she made it very, very clear that he locked her in the room, because that would considered force on the, right? That is force and coercion. You can't just lock somebody in our room and they're telling you, I want to leave. So you're holding me, right? You're holding me and I'm telling you, no, I want to go, but you're holding me there. And that is not right. That is called kidnapping. That's what that is. As simple as that. You kidnap her. So that wasn't clear. And if that's what they are telling you, right, false imprisonment. So I was not clear about that. That was not clear. And I don't know why the defendant did not ask her to make that clear or leave it. Maybe they leave it for a reason so that they can talk about it at the end, the closing argument. Anywho, yeah, it's hard. It is. Listen, folks. When you get to, when you're in a relationship, like, and you know what wasn't clear too? When Cassie said that he RAPE her, right? It was not clear, because did she tell her husband that that happened then? Because they tried to poke holes there to say, okay, she didn't tell him when, how, when it happened, that it happened. She didn't. Because she go home, he was calling her on the phone. She knew he was calling her on the phone. She didn't answer the phone. So if you don't answer the phone, Diddy's there, boom, boom, pounding you. You go home, nothing. And then you come back again. No. I mean, let us all talk about this. I mean, one day you can say, no, I'm not interested. Nothing is wrong with that. And the law stated that if you have a woman, whether it's your wife or not, and your wife tell you no, it's no. So she told him no that day, and he did it anyways. And then she came back for more, which she was with another man. She already was with her boyfriend at the time, no husband. So I don't think she went home and tell her husband, you know what? I went over there, blah, blah, blah. And then the conversation that she had, she was still in love with Diddy at the time. So she didn't break free from him. And another thing that I have to think about is the fact that the reason why Cassie ended a relationship with him is when Kim Porter died, and Diddy tweet, she was my what he said, she was my soulmate. And that pisses her off and says all that, you know how women stay, all what I've freaking done for you, all of the freak off shows, all of the back shot, all of the head this, all of the disease that I've had. You're going to look at me now and go tell me that after all that, I didn't even become your wife. Nothing. Motherfucker, I'm gonna drop you like a hot potato. And that is what happened. Somebody said no. Jenny, why you said no? Now listen, I want to hear from some of you if you think they have a good case, or they don't have a good case, or they're just full of shit. The government is full of shit. It's just relationship. These are relationship, guys. Relationship. She got her strength after Kim died. Well, yeah, it could be. She got her strength. Maybe she have a epiphany. Some people have epiphany after a while. They have epiphany. They said, you know what? No more. Maybe she grow up, because I'm going to tell you something though. Some of us, we are young. Things that we did when we were younger, even though we willfully do it, even though we weren't coercing doing it, we would not make the same mistake we made. Like me, I'm over 40 now. I might not marry the same man I married when I was 23-year-old when I met my husband. I don't think I would have run. If I knew what I know now, I would have fucking run as fast as possible. Honestly, I would have run as fast as I can. But unfortunately, some of us, we're chasing, at the time in our head, we're chasing something that was never meant for us. Or we're chasing people that is not, wasn't the root in the first place. They are the branches. They're not the right person for us. And we know it, people tell us, we still chase it. And then when we get so deep into it, right? Chasing waterfall. Some of us, when we get too deep into it, we can't get out of it. We feel like we can't. We have this fear of losing everything. How am I going to survive? I haven't worked for many, many years. I live in my palace all these years. I have yachts. I have big, beautiful mansion to live in. I can travel as I want. Money is freedom. She know it's bad, but she couldn't. Is that considered coercion? Is that considered Stockholm Syndrome? Because as far as I'm seeing here, her friend made the choice. I want nothing to do with this. Kelly, she said, I want nothing to do with this. And she went to file a lawsuit against them, against Diddy, because he hit her. And then her friend, Cassie, went to her and said to her, you're making a big deal out of nothing, basically. That wasn't her exact word, but that's what it said. You're making a big deal out of it. So she's there making excuse for Diddy. Or maybe Diddy sent her to do her dirty work. So then and then she ended up have her friend sign an NDA. So why didn't she let her friend sue Diddy? Because $30,000, she hit him. Yeah, he hit her. And I'm sure it was because of Cassie, because he wants to know who Cassie was having an affair with, because he was so jealous. He thought Cassie was seeing somebody at that time. And so he goes to the friend, right? And he get possessive. She saw it. She should have still went to the police. She didn't. None of them did. Why? I'm on here and my husband said shit to me. Like, right? You guys know what he said. And the police was here within a couple hours. Right? And right? So that means the person wasn't invested in it because of money. This happened to me. Like, somebody make a threat. My husband made a threat to me. And I went online and somebody heard that and somebody called the police. Because the person feared for my safety. You want to tell me none of these people fear for her safety? That they could not even put away everything and make sure that woman is safe? It's not that I am lucky. It's that when money, I'm telling you, people behave because of money. Money make people make decision. They know they don't have any money to get, so therefore they're going to look out for my safety, right? But because they know that, okay, he's a billionaire, okay, I'm going to deal with him. They think about it. Should I call the police, or should I, okay, wait and then do something where I can get a couple dollars? I saw what happened, saw this, saw that. Money talk, right? Nobody did the right thing. You want to tell me every freaking soul see that woman in danger and nobody did the right thing? Why? The question is, why? Why nobody did the right thing? Because everybody get payoff, some money or another. They always, and you know, Kelly, what's her name? Carrie can't come here and talk about she don't care, she don't this, she don't that, blah, 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 blah. She fucking cares. When the more I thought about it, she cares. Because if I saw what he did and what he did to me hit me, Cassie could not have come to me if I want justice. Cassie couldn't have come to me and offer me fuck all. No, but she take it. All of them. So all of them that in this case, I am guys, you remember, we were here. I was here. I opened the phone. I'm in an abusive relationship. Remember, guys, who remember? Where is Dolly? I'm not making this shit up. I was in my bed, 12 o'clock at night. My husband start blah, 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 and he make a threat. Somebody called the police. The police was here within 3-4 hours, something like that. Right? They took it serious. But everybody, she was in, the woman was freaking have a hammer. My husband was just speaking. The man have a hammer in his hand, beating down the freaking door. He has vengeance, right? And he punched, they see how, and she run go, and he punch her in her face, and she have black eye, and she run go into the bathroom, go cover it up, and nobody said, this is just unbelievable. This is just, I am not even talking, we're not talking about Cassie. We're talking about human being. Nobody. It's all about the Benjamin. Even Dawn that testified, she have a lawsuit against Diddy. So it's all about the money for her. Where is the morals in anybody? What happened to everybody? Exactly. All these people that is testifying now is freaking guilty. Oh, they have Stockholm syndrome too? That's what I want to freaking know. Just because she have a lot. Okay, she said she was fear for her life. Dawn says, I fear for my life. But she called Diddy up and want to work with him again. That is not about money. I would run away from that motherfucker as far as I can. I'm sorry. Not after I seem take, according to what she said, understand, the witness stand, that he either beat Cassie with the frying pan, or him hit her with the egg, or whatever he did, and lock her in a room, threaten her, and yet you call up the man and tell him, say, I want to work with you. People, no. That's craziness. I don't know. Somehow, you need logics. This is just logics. It's logics. I'm not lying. This is what is in court. And someone with fear for doing. Now, the news media, they don't want to sound biased. So when you get the story, nobody is even dissecting it, the whole situation like this. Them just being very neutral. But we're not idiots. We are idiots. None of us are idiots. We know something is wrong with the picture. They all think they all think that he's untouchable. That is an excuse. That is just a blanket raw statement here. That is just a blanket statement. That is just a blanket statement. All of a sudden now, the police, they are all of a sudden the government come in. And then all of a sudden everybody start to spill their bean to the government. All of a sudden everybody get holy. Everybody wants a truth. All of a sudden. I know that he got the car blown up. What happened to that guy that he blew up the car? Why is he? Didn't he come forward? Why didn't he come forward? Oh, he's afraid. One man, he's afraid. So why them not afraid now? Because if my understanding, if he was a cartel, you couldn't freaking go up on the stand either. Because I remember back in the day when you have the cartels, there's no testimony. This would have all done. So obviously, him not he's not. He would have people out there, criminal elements out there waiting for them. So he's not as worthy as the cartel back in the day, back in the early 90s, where I used to hear what used to happen to people. No, me, honestly, I think it's all about the money. That's all it is. It's the money, the money, the money. They just want the money. And when somebody sees something, they're glad they were in the presence of him. Why? Because afterwards they can go file an NDA and says, I witnessed this, and if he doesn't pay me up, I'm going to go to the cop. Did you know? Okay, stick a pin. I'm not on Diddy's side. I think he's an asshole. Honestly, I think he's a terrible human being, because no way a man should have treated a woman. If you have a mother, why are you treating other people like that? If you love your own mother that birthed you, you have your sister, you have your twin daughters, why are you treating another woman in despicable way? You have enough money. Why are you getting other man to come and sleep with your woman that you love? You beat her right in front of even the sex worker. That right? That is not right. That is just this. I can't even think about it. I can't even think about it. You are embarrassing her right in front of the lowest of the lowest, what society would have called the lowest of the lowest. And then the next day she get up, gone to the Oscar. Like she's somebody. And that same low of the lowest saw what happened and probably said to her, say, boy, I was there last night and what he did to her. And she's nobody in we didn't know, the mass public didn't know, but I'm sure a lot of people know. Them just didn't go forward with it. Treat the woman like a dog. She was like a rag doll. That's what that is. And then that is it. She's like a rag doll. And now they want to come and treat her. Yeah, now they want to come. They want us to believe this is coercion. Now they want to believe that. I mean, of course he deserved to get some time, but I have not, to this day 6 of the trial, I haven't seen any evidence. Really. They're fishing. Yeah. I haven't seen any strong concrete evidence. But remember, when they raid the house, they get the baby oil. They got some money, lots of money, tucked away. And what else did they get? All kind of different this knickknacks and stuff. They saw in his house when they raid. Tons and tons of baby oil. So guys, I'm gonna give you a joke. So anybody know what I'm gonna say? If somebody could read my mind. I know, I'm gonna say it anyways. If you have a husband or you have a boyfriend and your name is about to get it on. Him say, come, you want to. He said you want a free car. this is not a joke. But I'm sure a lot of people is using the word free cough in their bedroom at this point. Because certainly I certainly somebody said to me, you want a free cough? Let us free cough. No, I'm not laughing. This is horrible. Yesterday, my husband said, you want a free cough? And I asked him, well, you know about free cough? He said, no, just come free cough for me. No, I'm not laughing. This is not a joke. But I'm sure a lot of people is using this. I mean, unless we are the weirdest person on this earth. Anyway, me use the word. And then I was in turn, I said, yeah, you have to go behave like Diddy. I said, you have to go behave like Diddy because Diddy is the man. He's the man of the year. Now, I didn't know. I didn't get it. Somebody tell me if Diddy have a Tootsie Roll or him have a long. So I don't. Did anybody testify the size? I have it right. I have the baby oil. I have the baby oil right on my side table. And then hear me now. Because I'm just playing it up, right? Because he said you want your free cough. He said, you want a free cough? So me say, let me get the baby oil. And we both laugh. No, sir. No, honestly, this is what it come down to. We will never forget this trial in our history. Because this is just like, I mean, we know it goes on, but this is like this. Somebody let me take this to hear what people have to say. I don't know, guys. You need to. I want to hear from you. I'm not gonna sit here and talk. I want to hear what you think about Dawn testimony. I want to hear what you guys think about Dawn testimony. If you think that it holds anything or you think she's full of shit. Simple. I want to hear. And so far, we know. So far, it is. No, we make light of it. But we have to. We have to. Life is so... Oh my goodness. Light is... I don't know, guys. This is just... This is awesome. I don't know. I can't stop. I can't stop laughing. Anywho, this is where they are at in the trial. So let us connection time out. Okay, guys. Somebody, anybody, I want to hear from you. Jackie, I want to hear from you. I want to make sure you guys, I want to hear your opinion or what you think. Because I basically went over everything that I know of the case because I'm following it quite keenly. I'm really following it keenly to make sure I don't miss anything. I am listening sometimes to the lawyers. I don't listen to people like myself who don't, because I'm not a lawyer and I can see some things, right? I can see that some hole is there. And sometimes I listen to the professional. I listened to a professional today that spoke on Yossi. And the lady was a psychiatrist. I think she was a psychologist, and she deal with a lot of trauma victim. And what she was saying is that some of these victims, because Cassie, she says, yes, Cassie is a victim, but at the same time, she believed, basically, she was saying, I believe she's also enabled the situation. Like, she wouldn't say that Diddy was an awful person. Maybe that's how he was. He had trauma himself, maybe certain things. And it was a good look at the whole situation. She says she cannot dehumanize Diddy also because they had a relationship and she loved it based on the testimony, based on the email, based on the stuff she got out of it. Then she, her boyfriend was calling her and she was taking it at the time. She didn't bother to answer it. She didn't tell her boyfriend at the time that she was SA. She didn't. At some point he must have known about it, but she never tell him right away. Right? She didn't at some point. She must have known about, maybe she didn't know it was gonna brought up in court, right? And I don't know what that guy must be going through, knowing that the mother of his kids, and it's not the first she go back to him and he punched the wall. He punched hole in the wall, she said, after when he learned that she went back to him. So at some point she told him, but they're saying that when it happened, at that instant when it happened, she never go home and tell nothing. She kept it. Maybe she was shocked. We don't know. Right? So that is what I say. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just feel like this woman. Tap up the screen, guys. Tap up the screen. Now I just feel like she's traumatized. She make some decision that she shouldn't have. Right? Let me see who. We take this. Hello? Hello?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was just listening to you talking about the Diddy Cassie situation,
Mm-hmm.
and I was saying in the comments that it's not uncommon for victims to run back to their accusers, and it's not because she loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie
Yeah.
is a true victim, and
Mhm.
she was afraid of P. Diddy, and she wasn't the only one that was afraid of him. Everybody who knew him and was in his circle are afraid of him, obviously, because why else would so many of them witness the beatdowns and not say anything? It's obvious they couldn't say anything, and it's obvious she couldn't leave. She was afraid of him.
Maybe it's because of the money. Have you ever thought that maybe because
Money,
everybody
money,
settled?
money, her career, all of that was part of it in the
Mm-hmm.
beginning. And even you see, even some of the things that were said in court,
Mm-hmm.
like when she was initiating, say, I can't wait to have a freak off.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, Cassie knew what made Diddy happy.
Mm-hmm.
And, and those were just things that she did, not because it's necessarily what she wants. And this is my opinion. This
Mm-hmm.
was not necessarily what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
It was what she knew he wanted, and she was giving it to him to make him happy.
So, a question I would ask is, okay, so if I know that my husband want something into a store and I go into the store and stole that thing to give it to him, that negates me of the blame that I did something wrong or I was
No,
okay.
no, no. So when the psychologist said Cassie enabled the behavior, it's
Mm-hmm.
true. But did she enable it because she wanted to enable it? She enabled it out of fear. Because if you went into the store
I
and
don't think she
stole,
I don't
if
think
you
she
if okay,
enabled it
let's
because
use
of
the husband scenario that you just used.
mm-hmm.
If you knew that if you go home without this item, your husband is gonna beat the living daylight out of you and your kids. You would probably steal the item. Does
Yeah,
it
that's
make it
true.
right? It doesn't. But you did it out of fear. You did it to save yourself from a beating or to save your children from a beating.
True.
You could look at it many ways.
But still, she had lots of out though. This is my question. She had lots of out. I'm just being the devil advocate because I really do feel it for Cassie. Honestly,
Hmm.
I do. I think he's a monster. I think he's everything. He's he's a terrible human being. I really, and we know that. There's no
Yeah.
question about it. That is what we know. What we are talking about now is what the somebody who is going to, the juror is there, and they are going to listen to the whole thing, and they are going to cut it. Hold on, guys. Cut it and put it in the fish. Yeah, open it. Right? It and you just warm it up on top of the fish.
Lisa, you're absolutely right. She did love him and she did enable out of affection. Diddy didn't, I don't think Diddy loved Cassie though, because what kind of sick human being, like
This
who would
one.
love a woman genuinely and want to share her with other random men
Him.
and want to see how random men have
Said
sex
that
with
she
her
feel.
unprotected?
But they said to her, they asked her if she feel like he loves her. And she said yes.
In her own sick way. In her own sick way, she thought so because
Yeah.
like her friend testified, there were moments when he was loving and he was kind.
Right. But okay, let us look at Diddy, not Cassie. Do
Mhm.
you believe that somehow this is that the way Diddy love is the way him know how to love?
That's a very good question, but
All of
I
it?
Yeah.
cannot, I cannot, I cannot. No, hearing all the things that he did, and
Mm-hmm.
not just to Cassie, but even outside of his relationship, how he tried to control everybody around him, how
Mm-hmm.
he would call her best friend and demand to know where Cassie was. It
Mm-hmm.
says a lot about who he is as a person. I don't think he's capable of loving anybody. I don't think he is. Whatever feelings he thought he had for Cassie, I don't think it was love. And that's my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it could be, or it could, that's the way he knows how to love.
Or that's the way how he knows how to not love, because that I
And
don't
not
think that's
love.
love.
He might not love her too.
I
Because
don't think
as
he's
far as I
capable.
know, he does all of this. He does it to all of his women and them accept it.
You see, money and power is a hell of a thing. And people use money and power to control other people and to get whatever it is that they want. And sometimes it's very sick things like what Diddy did.
You know what?
Lisa said hurt people, and that's so true.
Right. You know that the most search in the Google search at this point because of the Diddy case, everybody want to know who is young Miami. And then
Yeah.
everybody tune in because she have a podcast. Everybody tune in to go look at her because everybody want to get the reaction to see if she sees Diddy as a monster the same way
Mm-hmm.
Cassie would
Mm-hmm.
have, everybody
Yeah.
tune. And she's standing by his side as far as what it is at this point.
Mm-hmm. She probably got paid a lot of money to do that.
Could be so, but
One of his
maybe
friends
it's
was
grateful,
interviewed.
or maybe it's that she's grateful because also she earned a lot of money. Like he give her $300,000, some big huge money like that, advance every month. I mean
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot of. Some of us don't even earn $50,000 a year. And these
True.
people are getting like $300,000 a month for spending money.
Mm-hmm. But think about the things that they have to endure, like being like people pissing in their mouth and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
Would you would you go through that for $300,000 a month?
that's a question. That's $1 million question. That is the question.
Yeah,
Would you
yeah.
make somebody piss in your mouth for $300,000 times 12? That is how much.
You want to hear something funny? Well, something not really funny, but the truth of the matter is, if night were to turn today, a lot of other people have done what Diddy is has done in
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood. A lot of people with money do a lot of sick things.
Exactly.
It's only that Diddy's in the spotlight now, but
Right, because
yeah.
money. Let me tell you something. Money can buy anything.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it is right or wrong, money can buy anything. And then we willing to do anything for the money. Like you
Yeah.
have some women willing to do any. So let me tell you, some of us will get into it and say, you know what, I'm only just gonna do it for a month, and then I'm gonna go get out. Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna get out because some of us can't earn $3.6 million a year.
Mm-mm.
Right? There's no way. Some of us, we're not educated. We don't have the
Some of us
means.
will never earn that in our lifetimes.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
then some people figure, okay, man, I forgot. I mean, it's all about, remember the movie that they put there, what it's called, Indecent Proposal? Was it Indecent Proposal?
Mm-hmm.
Where she had to sleep with a millionaire for a
Yeah.
$1 million for one night, and her husband, she was married at the time, and this was a moral thing. Like, would you really do that? Would you have your wife do that just
For a
for the
million
million
dollar.
dollar? That was the question. And I'm telling you, a lot of people will do it.
A
That
lot
is
of
why,
people would. A
yes, that
lot
is
of
why
people
I
would.
believe that Cassie knew damn well what she was getting herself into.
I think she learned early in the relationship what she was in for.
Hmm.
And I think she agreed to some of it in the beginning, but then it got worse.
Right?
I
I
don't
think she
think
did
she
not
signed up when
cheating.
the government
Right.
released some more images today of her injuries.
Yeah, I
And
saw
I don't
that.
think I don't think anybody would stay and take it just for the sake of taking it.
You never
I
know
think there
because
was genuine fear. I
if
think she was
somebody was
genuinely
pissing
afraid
in
of
my
him.
mouth, that would make me say no. That is where the line. I don't know. I'm questioning this.
But you know what you need to understand, so it's not everybody you can say no to. There are some people that you cannot say no to.
True, true.
You
And I
cannot
know.
say no to them. And one of the lawyers asked her, one of the time when they asked her a question about one of the free coughs, and
Hmm.
he texted her and said, "Do I have your permission to set up a free cough?" And sometimes questions are rhetorical because he's asking, but he knows she cannot and will not say no to him, right? And she didn't say yes and she didn't say no. She texted back and said, "I love you." And the attorney asked, his defense attorney asked her, "You could have said yes or no, but instead you said I love you." She knows she can't say no. And she really don't want to say yes either.
Yeah. Anyway, Jenny wanna come up. I'm gonna go talk to
Yes,
Jenny
thanks
now.
for having me. It was nice
Yeah, it
chatting
was
with
nice.
you.
Yeah. Let me hear what somebody else have to say here. Thank
No
you.
problem. Good night.
Listen, I know you're gonna eat me alive. I like your lives. I happen upon them. I don't know why I'm not following you. I'm gonna do it now. But you always come up on my little scrolling when I come back from work.
Oh, okay.
You're
Thank
gonna
you.
eat me alive. I Cassie was a young girl, and I'm not following the court drama because I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour shifts, but I follow like people snippets, Mike's Law, you just little snippets here and there, and just a general case of okay. Cassie
Hmm.
must have been a very damaged human being before she met Diddy.
That's what I think too.
So listen, hey girl, hey nurse Anne, damaged human being. I have two daughters. One is 18 and one is 32. So I'm okay. And my children, one finished college, one is in college and going to school. I cannot imagine my two little frail daughters being beat, pissed on, shit on, whatever. I can't imagine. It is so abhorrent to me. And this little, I've seen pictures of Cassie, this sad, pensive look, this beauty, this shaved off head, little half Asian look, the frailness, and I'm saying, this girl. has deviant qualities that she picked up from somewhere, and the money is a driving force. 10 years is a very, very long time. The frontal lobe is not developed, so I give her a pass the first 5 years. You are telling me say man a piss and shit by you and bringing other men to do it, and I'm sorry that I sound so brutal, but
But that's
where
what it is.
hold on,
That's what it is.
hold on, Miss Sweet. Where are her parents? You can tell me, say, listen, my daughter went to her dad's because we're divorced, and she was using her curling iron, and she had a little burn. I'm like, where did you get that from? She's like, I was using the curling iron, it burned me. You're telling me, say, all them bust up lip and them, but your mom didn't say anything. Your mom didn't come and act like a virega. You
Because
could
they're all getting the money though. She was
getting the
supporting
money,
them.
licky, and
Right.
listen, and in the beginning, I was so she could be my daughter. Oh, poor girl. And I see, and the media as an image, and the driving media driving this narrative of this man, this billionaire, and this pretty woman girl. She can sing and blah blah blah. And then Cassie is complicit to a large degree, and you must
Correct.
understand that people, and I know that you say you are, I can't even imagine you being a beat woman, to be honest. I look at
No,
you, nobody can beat me. My name
no,
Jamaican. I fight you, I fight. Nobody
no.
look at, I don't believe you're a
Exactly.
battered. I don't believe you are bad. I believe a torn a fight in the house. A
Exactly.
fight. And you're telling, and I curl up in a ball, even like what, where is the
No point you're going to. You must get after the
look,
fifth beaten.
listen, you listen. But I take two lick, and then but I take like oh, but I take lick, but and they are calculating. They waited. They took the battering. She know him like a killer. She knows he loves her.
Because hold on, stick a pin right
Sorry,
there.
darling. My
Because when
monologue.
her friend Kelly said that she was licking on the door and she said call the police, like she was inferring that the police, and Cassie says no, he's not doing anything. It's almost like she was going to open the door to her death, no problem.
Yes.
She don't care.
Do you know that there is a kind of relationship where the men and the women beat up each other, spit on each other, fecal matter on each other, and that's a kind of love attraction? Do you know that
Yeah,
there's kind
it's
of love?
called toxicity. That's what that is.
No, it's called shitcicity. Okay, and listen,
Listen, we have seen it all the time. You have people who are toxic.
very much
Them
so,
just that's them love.
and I hate, even when I'm saying it, I hate to say it, but and Cassie as a young girl, how old is she now? I saw a picture of her today. She
She
looks
must be
so
36.
so 18.
38. She's 38.
So
Something like that.
how can that be when she's 18 and they're together for 10 years?
No, no,
And
no. She met him when she was 19. The relationship started when she was about 21.
oh, so
But
10
he
years.
kissed her at 20 or 21st. I don't remember how it goes. She was with
Yeah.
somebody.
And
And
can you
yeah.
imagine? Okay, so listen, I met my husband in Germany, and while I was married to him, somebody rolled up to me and said, "I have a sailing school in a rich part of town. Come with me." Listen, and then the next day, a rich man solicit you, and then he said, "Let me just beat you with a baseball bat, and I'll give you." You wouldn't you like? It sounds so bizarre to me and then you say, "Oh," and you beat. I don't get it. I must be so old school, but I don't get it. I feel sorry for her, but after a certain point, there is accountability, and there is the. Can you imagine you're flying on a private jet all the time? You're going on a yacht. Can you imagine?
You
You're the,
cannot go back. That's the problem with
yeah,
her.
you're the
She was,
queen of the
how
world.
am I going to afford all of this?
Yeah, you're the queen of the world, and the parents. You've never seen her parents. Where are our parents? Who are our parents?
Because she was supporting her family. You know what? When in a poor situation, because when you come from the Caribbean or you come from, you don't have money. As soon
Yes,
as somebody reach,
it's
everybody
true.
have their hands out.
Very true.
And when everybody have their hands out, everybody they become dependable on you.
Very true. Because I
And
know that when I married and went abroad, it was like, oh, I like this life. It's was no yacht and airplane, but it is a sweet kind of life. You know what I mean?
right, and you
So
have to give them. And then if that happen, the other people life depending on you.
there you go. And I guess in her community, they depend because we're Jamaicans. We're kind of strong in a way. Oh, I want to say one thing before I go to my bed. Um, you know when those yacht girls that you hear that they go to Dubai and those rich sheikh and everything.
Same thing they do.
So money has a very like $300,000, $500,000.
I can't believe it either because somebody went there
Wow,
told me
really?
that yes, that you can go. I didn't hear about that much. Like you go
Is
to
it
some
real?
party,
Is it true for real?
yes, and the guy, what they do, those Arab guy,
Yes.
they choose to do whatever and pay you like a 20,000 US or whatever it is,
Wow.
just for that one.
Nice. So you can pay off your student loan.
Right? Yeah. And that's a lot of money. I mean,
Yes.
some of us, who's gonna get? You get one embarrassment,
And then nobody don't know.
and nobody knows.
Exactly.
And then you go home. For me, I would know because I'm gonna be traumatized.
Listen, and my children, the two children, are the youngest one. The dad bought the car, paid off cash. She has a little boyfriend, so she knows there are people in her life that she not have to take no shit and piss.
Right.
Our mother and our father will. I'm not laughing at the girl. It's just it's so unbelievable. And I won't listen to her testimony because she's pregnant now. Can you imagine how vulnerable she is now? Back to Cassie now. Can you imagine in her hormonal state and she's gonna have the baby and all that trauma that
To
but
me, this is more trauma because the whole world is the. I'm sure if you go on her pages, if she have social media page, she must just.
I've
She
never
must just people must. She must just lock them down.
for real. So listen, let me ask you about the husband. Why is the husband living off her? So you don't think that's weird with the husband? You don't think so?
Who?
The husband, Cassie's husband.
Cassie husband? Yes, I think he has some men. I don't know. I just think that everybody. Okay, people
Because
want
men
us
are
to
because
be.
men are weird, aren't they? They're territorial.
Let me tell you, men are territorial, but also you have a lot of men find it very. I'm sure very sexy for knowing that she is like she's not normal. Men just because
Really?
men are very explicit in their head. Men like women who are going
Very
to
true.
perform or do things like that because as far as
Very
what they are
true.
seeing right now
Yes.
is like, oh my God, I would wish they just don't want other people to know.
No.
That's
Yeah.
what the problem is. I
Yeah.
think now that people knows and now that he's gonna be like everybody know what took place. Now he's gonna have a shame. But if him have a woman like that who willing to do anything, is him like him have him own live play girl
And they're
at
rich
home.
and she afforded him
And
now
she
a lot.
affording exactly. She's like a lot. You remember in the Playboy magazine back in the day? What's her name? Pamela. What's her name?
Yes. Pamela
Pamela.
Anderson? Yes.
Anybody would want her. Well, him have
Right.
him live. She's the beast because what I heard is that Diddy carry the best of the best, so she learn from the best of. She must pick up a thing or two.
Yeah,
She know
man.
everything. She can teach the topic sex.
That's funny as hell. Yes. Listen, I want to give somebody else a chance.
Okay.
You're funny. I like your perspective. It's really good. I wish her well. But I cannot depart from saying Cassie has a lot of accountability, just like you say, and money is really the root. The root, I tell you. And
I think so too.
and
I think money is a
and
root.
she
That's
should
why
watch her
even the Bible
children.
said it. Money is the
Yes,
root of all evil.
yes. She should watch her children. That's what she should do. You know.
Yep.
All
I
right,
hope
darling.
she have a daughter. I hope the daughter is not as promiscuous as she was.
Listen, does she have two children? Is this the third one?
Yeah, this is gonna be the third one. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. So they've been fucking all the time. No. So listen, me, I would have to get therapy because this is hanging over their heads and they're having children. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I don't understand that part.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
yikes.
She's a freaky one, and that's what people
She's a
don't
freaky
understand.
one.
She is freaky. If somebody have that much sex and even love sex that much,
Yes.
because even you must love sex like that. You can't be doing it
Yes.
for 10 years and say you don't love it.
And she must be tore up too in her insides. You don't think so?
They use a lot of baby oil. No,
It's
I'm
like
not
it's
laughing.
like slipping and
That's it.
sliding and okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that is slipping and sliding. Because
yes.
Diddy's the one who sit there and said, no, 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 you need to the baby oil. So it's, he was the one who was initiating it.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I was so graphic. Normally I have girls, so I shouldn't be speaking so graphically, but it just couldn't compute.
Somebody has to do it because on the internet, when I listen to the news media, nobody wants to speak about. I'm hearing everybody, oh yeah, he's awful. Nobody,
But I bet
because
if she
she's
was
pregnant.
black, but I bet if she was black, she would get the book thrown. She's a hoe. I bet you she would be
I know. If she
black.
never pretty, it's not only
If
black.
she,
If she
yes,
wasn't, well,
yes,
she's considered black in Hollywood, apparently. So if she wasn't that, she would be, yeah, if she wasn't pretty either. That's why
yeah.
I'm telling you, pretty people have pass.
Yes, very true. Very true. Anyway, sweetheart, you're
Okay.
pretty. You're pretty. But fight them down. Don't let them beat you up.
Okay. Yeah. All
All right,
right. Good night,
honey. Bye.
guys. Yeah, he did it to Kim Porter. He did it to Kim Porter. He did it to the guy just loves sex. You can't get over it. Men are like that. Now, if my husband can say you want the freak on, like he say, it's not a joke. And he would say that at this point, this this is getting on, and then I just turn and say, okay, you want the baby oil? People are gonna use it. These men are freak, even though you hear them. Yeah, yeah. I'm not blaming any woman. You need to understand, you need to take accountability. We are all accountable. We hear it every day, every day. The computer, the internet is out there. The Me Too movement is there. There's so many things, so many, people not getting away with shit these days. There's so much help for women out there if you need help. If you're in an abusive situation, go get help. You can come online. Lots of women come online here and said, X, I don't have any money. I just leave my boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. There is one guy on the internet. I saw him. What he did was he have this girl, and he had a relationship with her, and then she found out her husband was seeing somebody else, and then the TikTok people find the other person. Yeah. And then and people get help. If you want help, you will get help. If you're willing to put your business out there, people will help you. People will go out of them way. So if you're in a certain relationship and you want, some of us, we just fear. Yes, I understand that there is a certain amount of fear. Like you fear, oh, maybe you think you're too old. You don't want to start over. Maybe you think the old broom knew the corners best. Maybe that's what it is. You just don't want to change. You don't want to change. You just want to just live in your life. You already lived 10 years. And the thing is, I'm going to let you think about this. The thing is, remember, she was willing to continue the relationship if he married her. That's what you guys need to put in your head. She was willing to continue the relationship. She put a stop to it because she says, I want kids and I want a family. So that is one of the key factor too. Who want to go on? Me, if I had fun for 10 years and all that trauma, I'm not going to settle for you. I wouldn't want you because I have to go live like that forever. She was willing to live like that forever. And based on that, she wanted to have kids. She decided, okay, you're not going to make me the woman of the empire that you have. I need to be there. Just like, okay, like Rihanna. Let us look at this. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Two of them, they are there. They start having kids together. I mean, we don't know what is going on. But at some point in time, I'm not sure. Somebody tell me if they're married, because at some point I don't hear of nobody said they're married. Are they married or are they not married? Who knows? I know. It's just conversation. I know she's not on trial. Diddy is. But she is one of her testimony matters. Her testimony matters because they're building off of it. So far, they brought in two people who confirmed that he beats her. So it matters. And we have to judge whether she was coerced or whether she was forced into doing her life that she was living. Yes, we have to, it's matter. She's not on trial, but the question is she a partner or was she coerced into it? That is why it's matter. Exactly. 20 hours on the stand. It's matters. Yes, it matters. She's not, I mean, she, as far as we know, she's not going to be going to jail or anything, but her testimony, she have 20 hours on the stand. So what she says is going to affect him. Two people come up so far questioning, and the two people confirm what she had said. So obviously what she's saying, it matters. So whatever I'm saying, it's relevant, actually, the more I think about it. But if she's a partner, being a partner meaning that she is claiming that he forced her into this lifestyle. That's what she's claiming. It's coercion. She didn't have a choice. She's saying because of how he is, she was coerced in doing whatever she's doing. And we, as the people, looking at it, saying, hold up, wait a minute. But that doesn't make sense. And some people are saying, I hear you said lawless, you said justice for Cassie. Of course I want justice for her. I believe she deserve. I wish her best. I wish her a long life with her husband. And I wish she and our children them happiness, honestly. She deserve it. She has been through a lot over the years. She suffered a lot. But she still have to be accountable for her action. She choose to be in that position. I think so. And I stand by that. Me no feel bad for Diddy. I don't feel bad for Diddy. Let me tell you why I don't feel bad for Diddy. Diddy have money. Diddy could have gotten girls to do that. What I can't understand is why would the man say he love you so much and he gets you to do the act and not somebody else? And he was just sitting there doing his little thing on the side. He was baiting on the side. Why he couldn't get somebody else? Why he had to humiliate her? I think he was jealous of her too. Maybe she has something about her that he's jealous of. I don't know. You just want to I don't know. As somebody said, hurt people. Anybody know about his life with his mother? How his life was? And they were all substance abuse. When people have substance abuse, they will do anything. You need to know that. People with substance abuse will do anything. And that's what it is. When people have substance abuse, they will do anything. They change their personality. Some of you know some people who are addicted have addicted personality. They are two different persons. This minute, if they are not under the influence, they are so nice. And as soon as them get under the influence of anything, they are a monster. So we're probably dealing with this. It's like a bipolar thing going on here. And he didn't get help. He refused to get help because what happened? Some people are not capable of being in their own skin or listen to their own voices in them head. They have to be intoxicated at all time. They have to. Him call it love because he doesn't know what love is. I don't think he knows what love is. To him, love is somebody bowing to him. It is not love. Back in the day, you go on like you never used to watch the back in the day how the Greek and all the Greek and the French, how them love. They used to have women, them do everything, the women are there, and men overall like that. Lots of men would have a lot of, if this country allows lots of wife and all that, as much as them have money, the more money they have is the more wife they would have. It's some of us as women, we said, no way, I didn't sign up for I signed up for a monogamous relationship. That's what they told me we were having. But if most men had it their way, they would have 2-3 as much woman as they can afford. And I know some of them are gonna say no. But you don't just have the woman them line up. Because he was telling, but sometimes if somebody said they love you, you don't have to be. I don't believe people who said, oh, I love you. I believe people, action speaks louder than words. That man didn't love her. And she know it. But she couldn't get out of it because she didn't want to leave the relationship. As simple as that. Because she have money. Let me see what people saying. Okay, Jean. Let me hear what Jean has to say. Hello? 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 She's probably sleeping, right? Let me go back. Dolly.
You
Hi.
know, my opinion, right? I honestly do not feel like Diddy genuinely loves women. I think he's of the other persuasion. And I believe that's the reason why he would abuse every single woman that he would ever get with. Out of anger and frustration that, okay, he has no choice but to be with a woman to, save his reputation. But the anger that he has to stick with this woman now put him into a state where, okay, he's going to just abuse them. I have to stay with them. So, okay, I'm going to just abuse them. I don't think he really likes women.
When he's young. You know anything about his past life?
If I remember clearly, he didn't have like the best relationship with his mother. If I remember correctly.
His father is still alive?
I don't know. I never heard anything about him and his father.
No.
I think his mother was a single mother. I think she was a single mother, from what I can remember. So I don't think they had such a great relationship. But I really don't think that he loves women. And then on top of it, with the substances that he would partake in, it's going to give them another kick. It's going to give them another drive. It's going to give them another set of energy. They'll put him into this state where he's doing these things. Because every single woman that he's ever been with, he's done this to them. There was another Asian girl who came out and she was speaking about the relationship that they went through. She was there around when Cassie was there, when they took a little break. And she went through the same thing. He beat her in front of her daughter. He dragged her by her hair. He kicked her, punched her, everything to her. Everything turns. I really don't think that he genuinely loves women. I don't feel like it. I think he has a little bit of. Because what is it that you want to see different men entering your life?
I think he has this maybe he has desire for men.
That's what I think. That's what I think. And then who was it? He was offering. He was taking different men shopping, and what the hell are you taking men on shopping sprees for? Rich men already, but you're taking them on shopping sprees. I don't know. I don't think he loves women. That's my opinion.
Yeah, you could be right. I've heard
Mm-hmm.
a story about him liking the same sex.
Mm-hmm. I've heard those
Why,
stories
why,
about
why he
him.
has to? It's not like he's in Hollywood. It's acceptable. Why would he not want to live out his whatever? Who cares, right? Nobody cares.
But you remember he's in hip hop also, right? So there's that stigma in hip hop. There's that stigma there. So he had to keep it under wraps. I believe so. So he'll just take out the abuse on the women. Kim Porter, everyone that he's ever been with, he abused them. So you tell me that there's no woman that you ever went with that you love her and you just treat her like a decent person?
Maybe you don't even know what decent mean.
There's that too.
I don't know. You know what? I just know that some people, because if some people grow up hard,
Hmm.
as I explained before, okay. There is two type of rich. You have rich that they born poor, the entire family poor, and then them just happen into money.
Hmm.
And I find that when they're like that, they're different than when you have like rich where what drop off a head, drop on shoulder, like the Rockefellers, they've been rich for
Yeah.
generation and generation. Those people have different kind of behavior, different kind of attitude. I don't know, even, it's different.
It's
These
different.
guys that is in hip hop will just come up like in Jamaica, we say "hurry, come up." I can't
Yeah.
say the word, but
Yeah.
come up. They just and then them get rich. Then them just have to show it. So
They become beasts almost.
see, yeah, it is almost like them change them whole entire personality from where you have a guy who born in wealth.
He's used to it.
Give me right. Him born in wealth. Him mother rich. Him father rich. Everybody, every generation. They're different. They don't
They're
behave certain
different.
way.
That's so true. That's so because you would have a filthy rich person. You look at them; they have on some shoes from Walmart and some
Mhm.
jeans from Walmart. Simple, simple. And somebody who's not even quarter of have that wealth. They're in everything: Giuseppe's, Louis V. This all.
Yeah. Like and then you get little wealth, you not even try to build up your family. No. When my thing is, and I don't want to beat Cassie down anymore. Let's hope that she helped her family during all the time and she have all this money. All right, even young Miami. Make
Mhm.
sure she's using this money to
True.
make sure that her family are close. When I said our immediate family, she set them
Yeah.
up so that because every good thing have to come to an end.
True.
Let's sure
True.
we use this money for good. Set
Create
up
some
our family, set
generational
up our
wealth.
friend. You have your
Yeah.
good close friend like Cassie now. Cassie have that girl as our friend. They should
Hmm.
have been so thick as thieves. Look on
Yeah.
Rihanna. You see, Rihanna friend is there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Set up some generational wealth.
Yeah, set up some generational wealth. You hold a lot of money. That's a
A
lot of
lot of
money.
money. That's a lot of 300 and something thousand dollars a month. That's a lot of money.
Exactly. Let's open a flagger here, flagger there, Louis Vuitton, this. But they're so expensive. These people live expensive.
They do. They do. They really do. Just to get their hair done is how much? Hundreds of. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to get makeup. So you want to tell me, say, all you can make up your face yourself? You have to fly people out for me. How way you gonna look better than what?
It's true.
Like you have to have shoppers, you have to do it. Come on, people,
Everything is
like,
expensive for them.
huh?
Just breathing for them is expensive.
Yeah, Them
Honestly.
go, and then when you see them on the road, them have them entourage behind them, 4, 5, 10 people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's craziness.
It's crazy. And then we allow it to, because we feed into all of this.
We do. We do.
As
Mm-hmm.
soon as somebody come out to $135,000 and bag, everybody, you have to know the price. If you're not aware it, you're nothing going on for you.
True. That is true. That is so true.
I just saw Simone Biles, she and her husband, them buy the most expensive car.
Mm-mm.
Why are you doing that? Just to appease Hollywood? Oh, say, they don't even have money like that.
They just want to keep up with the Joneses. That's the thing. They want
And
to keep
then
up with
when they
society.
lose it, right?
Then you see them on the corner somewhere. You see them in some tabloid magazine. They're broke and they're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
All of a
20
sudden.
years from now, you see the same set of people. That, I mean, I will be whole and gray then, but come on, we're gonna see them.
It's craziness.
Like,
I
what
don't
do you
know.
do with all
God
that
bless
money?
them. I do hope Cassie did do something for her family, though. I
I
really,
hope
really
so
hope so.
too. Because
Because all that would have been a waste.
what I've heard is that she ran out of money and she needed the
Okay.
money.
Oh, maybe that's why she went for the $20 million something
Right.
there.
Here, so she ran out of the money
Oh.
and she couldn't maintain the kind of lifestyle that she had. So she
Hmm.
needed the money. So make sure if I was her, I would move out of Hollywood. And
Because
I
that's
would
another
go in
thing
a one
too.
suburb, go buy one house. You don't need one house for more than $2,000, $2 million.
No.
If
2 million
so,
now. Because I heard that her house is now what, $16 million?
exactly. What kind of money she's earning to get out? To me, let us dissect this. Yes, you have $20
Hmm.
million, but you
Hmm.
now work, you don't have a job, you have 3 kids. Why are you living into a $16 million house? Can you imagine the
For
taxes
what?
on that?
For what? How much house do you really need to live in?
Yeah, and then you're not going to save any money for those 3 little babies that you have now. That
She's
that is just
stupid.
madness.
She can go to Atlanta and get a $2 million home,
Mm-hmm.
pay cash, and live comfortably, have the rest of the millions in the bank, sit down.
Right. You have all
Start
the
a couple
purse already.
business.
You have all of your things already. Because
That's it.
those purse ain't going anywhere. $16 million
No,
house, what you need that for?
that's stupid.
That's
Go to
stupidity.
Atlanta. Go to Atlanta, buy a $2 million house, put your money in the bank, open up some businesses, bang on, you're done. Live a simple
Exactly.
life, tucked away from the society. Me don't know, they're mad.
Yeah, them
All
is like
right.
craziness. But
Did
guess
you know
what?
Rihanna's pregnant?
Huh?
You know Riri is pregnant? Did you
Yeah, I
hear?
know. Yeah, I know.
I'm so happy for her. Oh my
So
goodness
I
gracious.
think it's the girl. I'm just
I
betting
hope
it's the girl.
so.
Yeah, I
All
guess.
right, darling. I'm
All
gonna love
right,
you and leave
okay.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, and this is a learning lesson for some of us. Some of us, we won't come into that kind of money. We will never come into that kind of money. But you know what? Somehow we come into like 100, 200,000. We might not come into the millions, but somehow we come into some good, decent money. And when you think about your youth, your young life, you never do anything with it. Maybe you meet somebody, you were with somebody, you come into some money and we never do anything with it. Make this be a lesson to you, first of all. I'm sure they have some formula. If you earn X amount of money, say you earn $250,000, that doesn't mean that you must go buy one $5 million house. For what? Oh, because you want to. You are trying to impress people who don't even like you. Right? You are, listen, I live in this house, okay. I live in my house, this whole house that I live in, me not put myself in a no expense. No, 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 no. I'm fine. Me not have to do nothing to impress nobody. Right? Because guess what? Me I go impress people who don't even like me. For what? And then put myself in a debt for what? You think me I go buy one? Okay, for example, me hear this one girl. She She come on live all the time and somebody must make a comment say how the hair where she wear or some cheap hair or whatever. But you're not buying the girl here. You're not buying it. So why would you make a statement like that? Like, send the money to her if you have a problem with, because some people do have problems. Some people watch where you wear, what you come on. I know that. Some people, you go work, them watch you. Some people want to know where you get that from. Everything. People want to know your business. Some of them want to know every single detail of everything. And people know that. Some people, you ever see some people that take some picture yet and them have some purse? And the purse, usually, because when you have a purse, the purse is here or wherever. But some of them put the purse, turn around the name, turn around the purse, put the purse, so that you can see them have on a $2,000 purse. What? Yeah, because you want to impress people who do not like you. Simple. You need to feel good in yourself. Story time, guys. Let me end this one. Let me I have a friend who lives in well, is a friend of a friend, but I know her. She lives in New Jersey. And she was with this guy. And I'm gonna tell you. You remember that wedding? Anybody used to watch those wedding planner, like when you have this big gorgeous wedding online? It's a Jamaican girl too. She had her wedding and it was featured on, I can't remember what a wedding, they used to like wedding story, like people who's getting married and them have these people do their wedding for them. It used to be on TV, I would say about 7-8 years ago. It used to be like, it was this wedding story. It was this thing online. And I'm telling you that they have it. And she was on it. So she paid, I think a wedding have to be about $150,000 or so. This woman have nothing. Like, she has no money. It's not like say this woman have millions of dollars. The woman don't have a two-pot to piss in. And this woman married. I get married and have them looking about her marriage. Did you know that the marriage broke up before she even pay off for the wedding? She had it. The marriage broke up before she pay off for it. I think the guy got deported and he was sent back to Jamaica. And when time she want the guy to pay off the bill, because she said, he says, I never tell her to have this big lavish wedding. I didn't. It's you wanted this. Because I remember a friend of mine, she was going to be in the wedding and she had to fly down there to do the rehearsal and all those things. Yeah. Back in them days, yeah, and I thought her wedding cost $150,000. For what? For what? And she invite everybody, all people who she don't know. She come say, yeah, I'm getting married and I'm rich and I have money. Look at my wedding. Yeah. Eh? No, like me, no. Who did I go understand me? Me? You think me I go spend thousands and thousands of dollars for people come eat food at my wedding and then cuss me out later and then criticize, because that's what people come to your wedding to do, some of them. Them come for look and see what happened. I wouldn't do that. I'm going to have a nice wedding, not for me. You know where I get married? In my living room. I do, with 2 people. And then afterwards, you can go for a little honeymoon. I'm going to do your thing. And I'm not saying everybody's gonna do like me, but sometimes you can. In my backyard here, I can have a nice wedding in my backyard. Just put it up nice, make it floral it up, buy flowers. Now it costs you 150,000. And you get your two little friend come cook for you. And you do it that way. Instead of you gonna have a wedding venue. I have another friend. I have a couple friends who get married the same way. I have a friend and she was getting married. God bless her. I really like her. But when she was getting married to the guy, about 2 months before she get married to her husband, I saw her with this guy. He was a pilot. And I turned to her and the connection between she and the pilot was phenomenal. I knew she was supposed to marry that guy, not the other one that she was married. She tell me, oh, our friend. I said, no, you and that guy have lots of chemistry. Something not right. No, we're just friends. Friends my ass. You know, in love. You could see them together. And when she took our fiance to my house, I never see that connection. And I told her, even my kids told her. Then guess what she do? The guy tell her, don't marry, don't marry, don't marry. And he couldn't convince her. She ended up got married to the guy, our fiance. As soon as within a year, listen up. I don't know if you know the big expensive place at Calgary where you do the wedding planners and the wedding this. And that's how she married. Even me was there. Beautiful wedding. My God, the dress look good, photo, everything. It's like a movie star, you know. Beautiful. And she had 2 weddings because she had a traditional wedding and a white wedding. It was a black and white couple. She had a traditional wedding and then she had the white wedding. Beautiful. Food was everything. 1 year done. And they were together for 7 years before. And as soon as they married, it just done. Move on. And then guess what? You see the guy which you're really in love with? You see the guy that you're really in love with? Our friend snatch him away. And the girl is now married to our friend. Our friend married to the guy where she did in love and the guy was in love with her. So somehow we make mistakes. And we sometimes the mistake, it is clear as day because God must have sent me there to tell her, listen, I married the wrong person and she didn't listen. And it never lasts. And we saw it. She keep telling me, oh, it's just our friend, your ass. And I can tell her in front of her face right now. It wasn't a friend. Are your man that is who you should have married to. And then guess what? When she get married now, the guy says, as soon as you get married, I am done. That's the pilot guy. And then she did have this friend. And you don't know them. It's an Ethiopian girl. And the Ethiopian girl snatched the guy away. And then I saw the guy, because I used to work downtown. And I saw the guy and I asked the guy, what the heck? Why you did not marry her? He said he tried to tell her not to get married to that man. And she still do it. And I asked him if him love her. And him say yes. Him tell her day in, day out. Don't do it. Don't do it. I love you. Don't do it. She never believe him. And she ending up, because she did already make the commitment, she already pay, because this wedding was planned a year ago. Even the day before you know that it's not your right man, you need to cancel it. Take the loss. Yeah, the friend took the opportunity for her. And then now she came to my workplace and was telling me she can't believe our friend. I said, but he's not your man anymore. You left him. She said she wouldn't do that. She know they were in love. Why would she come in? Because they used to go like the clubbing together. All of them used to go club. Me's a little bit older than them. I think me about 10 years older than them. But she and I, we did the 8. We went to school together. This is how I met her. We went to school together. She did the HR program and I did the HR program. That's how I met her. But I was like I would say about maybe 10 years senior. So she always talked to me. And when she was hurting, She came and see me. So most of the time me know her issue, the problem. And she come and she see me and we talk it out and so. And then when the guy took her friend, the three of them, I did four of them. Four of them used to go out together. Like bar hopping, go out together. And the friend knew of the guy, the pilot guy, and she took him, snatched him up. And she hold on to him. And he was a good looking guy too. And look. So sometimes we deal with people we're not supposed to deal with. Like the guy that she was with for many years. He wasn't our soulmate because she's vibrant. She liked to go out and he never liked to go out. And she's always out and about. And this pilot guy love to go out. That him can party. And they were young. They were in their 30s. So, this say, sometimes we head screwed. Sometimes even people tell us when I listen. That is a wake-up call for some of you people. Una don't listen, no mother talk to, no father talk to, no brother talk to, una go with some people and them say, no, I don't like it, something stinks. I wanna steal your grudge, yeah? Some of you not even take the time to look. Everybody talk to her. I'm sure. But also when money is running, a lot of people will sell them soul. That is another thing. And we need to understand, we need to come to our sense and say, what wouldn't I do for money? It's not what I will do for money. What wouldn't I do for money? You need to have some boundaries set from the beginning. That's why the lady that came on here, she's absolutely right. She said that girl was broken from the beginning. She broken. She come out. She must been living into a broken home. Right? She must been promiscuous. She not just him never for. No. Because if you is, I can't imagine my daughter is sheltered. And then all of a sudden she meet Diddy and Diddy pimp her out just like that. No. It now gonna happen. It should have bother her psyche. So obviously that girl was already screwed up in the mind. It's not normal. Because I'm going to give you a story. When when a young person meets somebody, my daughter, for example, I can speak of my child. She was with her boyfriend. They're young. And he's young. I mean, no, expect he was 19 years old. And she's now 22. He's 22. To the two of them the same age. She was in our second year university. And he wasn't doing anything. He was in his basement. Doing nothing. When he leave high school, him lost like a lost dog. Because some of us do. We don't know what we want in life. Right? And him not doing anything and he have a friend them over and lots of things. Him not think. A boy pitney, right? He's young. And of course him have the time. Him have lots of time. But my daughter now, she come and she's like, yeah. And she want to be, she's more like, no, what you want. And she have her whole career plan out and everything. Right? She's like that. She say, I'm going to engineering school. After this, I'm going to do that. After that. And she plan everything. There's no doubt about what she want. She plan every freaking thing. She plan her life out. And now she met this guy and she love him. And she came to me and she said to me, Mom, I love this guy, but I just can't. I don't like his life, like where he's at. I just feel like him not going anywhere. And she can't make it a concern to me. And she telling me how he's not going anywhere. So I said, but he's 19-year-old. What do you mean he's not going anywhere? She said she kind of hint and ask him what he wants to do and blah, blah, blah. And him have no clue. For the first year, she and him. So then she break up with him. Because she says, no, you're not going to be. She said, I'm not going to force him to become who he don't want to become. And then later on in life, he's going to blame her. These kids are 19 and she's in her second year. And then she said to me, oh, she don't want to do that. And so she break up with him. And she bawl every day. Come back to me, because me said to her, I said, well, if you don't have any ambition, you can't teach people ambition, apparently. So I said, you have to go do the good thing, something that is going to make you feel better. Because obviously it's upsetting you. So you're going to have to do what you want. That's not the person for you then. Then she bawl every day and said, but he's so nice and sweet. And he treat her so gently. And then she make excuse and then she actually, yeah. And she this and she that. Then now, I couldn't take the crying anymore, honestly. I couldn't take it. So I said to her, go back to him. Just anything where the chip may fall. You're young, you're too difficult. Me tell her, say, enjoy your life. I did tell her that. I said, enjoy your life. Why are you so deep? Obviously not that deep yet. Like him can't. Men overall don't. He's 19. We expect. Right? Not all 19-year-old men have them shit together. So I said, why don't you enjoy your life and stop think that deep? Calm yourself down. Then now, me tell her, say, all you need to do is plant the seed. I told her, go plant the seed. So she started to plant the seed. She don't tell him what to do, but she planting the seed. So now me get pissed off because she was spending a lot of time over there. And then she come tell me all of this. Say the boy now do nothing. So what do you think I'm going to do? So I go over there and I said to the parents, listen, when my daughter come over here, she's going to engineering school. So I don't really want her to spend a lot of time. So you help me, I help you. I said, we all want her to finish university. So do me a favor. Keep asking her if she do her homework, if she do this, she do that, and whatever. Keep her on track at least. Help me out. Because I go over there, I don't have no choice. Right? I want the parents to be on the same page with me. Because I honestly don't want her to fall short because the son, him down there, I mean, them say, back in my country where I come from, them say, bird of feather flock together. So me, I'm worried. Right? Even though I not share that with her, but I was worried because I don't know, him not do nothing at my daughter 2 years in a university already. Then she started to plant the seed and then she started to ask him what he wants to do. And you know, when I'm getting a little more and this and this. And then him see my daughter, she ride bike, she drive car, she do this, she do that, she do everything. She can draw, she can paint, she can do all kind of things. Guess what? The guy wake up. She was a good influence for him. And now she wake up, right? He wakes up, him go and him go register himself in a electronic school. Electrical, right? And he's getting his electrical paperwork. So I'm thinking, that's a good thing. But the reason why I brought up the story is that she had, because of how she was brought up, she had some kind of feeling about seeing him sitting down, not doing anything. It upsets her because that's not what she wants for her life. So she knew, okay, I don't want that. That's not what I want. So it was upsetting her. So because it was upsetting her, she was willing to lose the relationship. So back to Cassino, we're saying that why didn't she get upset when she first met him and she saw what she had to do for the money? She has no morals in the beginning. So my daughter, she says no. She says, that's not what I want. I want somebody who is going to grow with me. And so the guy had to step it up a notch. It's the same situation. You need to have, the fundamental is you have to have rules. You have to tell yourself what not to accept. And how far you will. Maybe if she won't accept it, we can't know. Because everybody, listen, and some of us here, we are going to think that, oh, we might look at the whole situation and say it's horrible. Maybe to Cassie it wasn't. Maybe she love it. We wouldn't do it, but that doesn't mean she wouldn't do it. Some of us is there talking about blah, blah, blah. And she's like in her bed, she don't even faze her. She gets so immune to it. Like it doesn't. It's almost like, okay, sometimes when some of us, if we get stranded in the wilderness and we're out there long enough, we get immune to the weather. And we have brutal weather out there. This lady, she was lost in the wilderness for a couple weeks. And she out there in the wilderness. And she get accustomed to it and start to try to adapt to our environment. People adapt. People adapt. And she adapt to our environment. So her extreme is maybe higher than ours. Maybe no freaking way. Nobody gonna shit piss in my face. And then I don't think that is an extreme. But to some people, right? Have you ever seen a plumber? I couldn't be a nurse. Me personally couldn't be a nurse. Cause first of all, for me, if it stick you and go into your shit and piss by yourself, and me I go clean. Me can't. I cannot. I mean, you can get used to anything, but me tell you, I could have never get a job and tell myself, so that is a job I'm gonna live forever, ever, ever. Me don't want no job like that. No, I cannot. But somehow we go there, and we patient dead, and we still eat with lunch. It not upset we. We get you. We not care. What is the difference? I'm telling you, people get you immune to certain things after a while. And we would have looked on them like we in a shock, and them is like, well, somebody died. Remember the other day I have this girl, the girl I haven't spoken to, she named Maya in a long time. She tell me, say she work at where the place where she work at where the place where them people go dead, like you're on your last, that's where you're dead, and then after you die, the bed is always replacing with somebody who is going to go there and die. And I ask her, say, when you see the people come in, I hospice, yes. You think me could I work out? Me no want, no thank you. No thank you. Oh no. Me not gonna know. Me no want to see no dead. She can't tell you when them a go dead how them look. When the breath leave them body. And sometimes when them dead, they have to call police. Right? Because this one lady, she told me that she died in the shower. Like them take her for have a shower and she died in the shower. And they had to leave her body. She had to leave her in the sugar. Then in the bath because rigor mortis taken, and they had to come and assess the situation. Police now come there right away. Check them accept it. What do you think the difference? Me know somehow that I believe it. Me know somehow a hard cookie for crack. Yes. Somehow we in a relationship, as soon as the man cheat, we're gone. Zero tolerance. And we not gonna blame you. Right. Me not listen. First of all, if me and the woman talk too much and then the woman ending up, listen up, me know. When my father died when I was 13-year old, I used to go down the road and get the little kids them come sleep with me up there. Me not go up there alone. Hell no. Hell no. And I'm telling you, this happened for months and months and months and months and months. Me not go up there alone. Me used to go down on the hill. Me live on top of a hill. I used to go there and I'm not going there alone for months. And then me used to listen out the way I want the people picnic come up there with me. I cook for them, comb them here, do everything for them because I want to encourage them to come sleep with me. And then me send them home a morning time. Me not go there. And I was the only, because it was a house and nobody was there but me. I live alone. Right? And I'm telling you, And this goes on for months and years, and I think up to a year. I couldn't sleep there by myself. I'm sorry. No way, Jose. I don't know why. As soon as I see the wind, or my ear, listen, I can't sleep at night time. I like it touch out. Me would have go sleep, force myself to sleep. And by the time I sleep 2 o'clock, from 2 straight back till 6 o'clock, when time the sun come out, me can't sleep. Me just feast at the devil. So I'm telling you, I can't. So now if I have people piss and shit in my mouth, it not gonna happen. Me sorry. No. No way. No way, Jose. No, it's not gonna happen. So I don't know how she do it. She do it because of the MO anyway. I must say, okay, I give you. You remember, you see what them say anytime at all, him fight her and beat her up or anything, give her a whole chunk of change. And she take it and she said, wow, him love me, him give me $1 million. Yeah. And it's so it go. And them living at this cycle abuse. And then him love it. Him have the money, him can't help it either. Because him have the money and then him have, I wonder how much, if the truth should be told, I wonder how much money, thousands and thousands and millions of dollars he had to pay out. Because of his behavior. Millions and millions of dollars. So sometimes when we see things, it is deeper than, that's why sometimes when you see these celebrities, you don't want to really get too emotional and get too much involved in them life. Right? We don't want to get too much involved in them life. Exactly. Take a special person for working. Well, it take a special person for get shit and pissing at them mouth same way. You don't think so? It take a special... listen, when we are fixing like any toilet and bathroom and all that, and when I have my sink upstairs and it plugged because my daughters, them have long hair and them will comb out them hair and sometimes they hair shed and then it go down in the face basin so it clog it. And then the water sit there and then when it take time and drip, slowly release the water because it's clogged, it leave a certain mark in the bathroom, the sink, and none of them would ever touch it. Not even, they would even freaking touch it because apparently it's too good for them to touch. They are greater than great to touch it. And usually my husband would have come and touch it. Thank you for that. Usually my husband would have come and touch it. Would have unplug it. But him teach them all for unplug it because him show themselves to go underneath the sink, screw it, put a bucket under there and try to clean it out. And then what to hell they won't do it. He teach them. So the last time he told them, no, I'm not doing it for you. Believe you me, it sit there for about, I would say, good 2 months. None of them would touch it. Now you think there was, you think them would have met nobody shit and pissing at. You think them would have met nobody sitting and pissing at? No, they not do it. They not do it. Then when it get bad, guess what they were doing? I couldn't understand why you want to come use my shower, my bathroom. Guess why? When I go in there, I realize why they ma come use my bathroom. They're too nasty for them to use. So them start to want to have shower in my bathroom. And I tell them no. You know what I had to do? I had to go there, clean it out, and start wash it. clean it a little bit, sod it up, wash it out, make them say, no crime, no in it, and put on gloves for my hand and do it for them. And then somebody else now do it after that. Because them think it is too nasty. Oh, I'm not doing that. No way. One of them said to me, say, why you don't clean? Oh, people spit in there. I'm not putting my hand there. Like, you spit in there too. I'm not upholding the nonsense. I'm just making a comparison. For sure, you say some of them don't even want to clean them house where them living in. Much as to go make man piss and shit in them mouth. Not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Or maybe some of you think it's not the same. If you don't want to touch the bathroom up there, how you going to do that? And that is a human waste. It is the same. I think so. It is human waste and it's the same thing. Them have it. What? It's even worse. Listen, take it whatever you may. It's the damn same thing. If me can't even put my hand in the sink, I'ma feel like dirt. Like the dirt I go bite me. Or me go sit down and go so How? How is even that even freaking possible? That's not possible. Hello? Hello? Maybe it's a missed call. Hello? Healing. Hello? Okay, I think it's a miss. Listen. You exactly, me should clean it for 10K. Yeah. Of course, I gladly clean that shit for 20. Me would have cleaned the sink up there for 20K if them are gonna pay me, yeah. No, honestly. No, people analyze me and tell you true. No. No, you got to. That's why I'm telling you, I don't understand it. I don't. I mean, we can't relate. It is not relatable. I'm not gonna lie. It is not. At this point, it is not relatable. I don't know. I mean, I'm weak about it, but it is not relatable. Okay, another thing I'm gonna like too. I went to this lady house and she have this couch, but it's like a material type couch. I'm having like a black tights, and I swear to God, I went in there and I sit. I don't know. Me never see earring in my life. After me get up. After me get up, I'm going in my car. And my sister the ear and she tell me, say, oh, she said she have a cat and a dog. Both of them shed. Right? And I don't know if I the dog here or what. But all me know, me sit down there. Lord. Guys, let me tell you what me do. Me take off my blouse and turn it inside. Put it on my car seat. And me sit on my car because I don't want nothing in my car. Even though my car is leather seat. And me sit it there. And then when I come home, me drive it in my bra alone. And then when I come home, I take the pants and the shirt and dash it away. That can't wash. Me not wash that. And the whole time, me sit there, she asked me if I want something to drink and me can't. Me say, no, thank you. Me say, no, mama, all right. No, I'm not going to drink from you. No. I'm afraid so one of the ear will get in a... Me not care. Me not care what uno say. Me personally fear say one of the ear I go drop in the water. Me don't want it. Me don't want it. Simple. Sorry. Me don't want it. No, I'm a go there, I'm a dead here, and me and her talk, we have conversation. Me don't know so that the pants say now we're again. Cause you can't get that the cat ear the out of that clothes. Every time. I'm a friend, but you can't get them the ear the out of your clothes. All when you put it in the when we get up, trust me, you could have go like this. Them something not good for your lungs and no sir. No. No, listen now. That not good for your lungs. And then when time she coughed too, but me know say she not understand say, listen, the allergy and all that way you're living in your house or that. No man. First of all, you have animal and so get yourself a nice leather chair where you can just, you're not supposed to have carpet. If you want animal, you're not supposed to have carpet. No way, Jose. No way. She not a man. That no way. And then when time I go there, from me sit down, no. I just want me draw the line. Me draw the line. They say so when me go home, me I dash with that. That can't, there's no way. Me don't want it nowhere near me. Amen. That's what it is. Simple. And it's not like me not like animal and so I've gone to people's house who have animal and I never experienced that. But obviously you can't keep up. She can't keep up. She can't keep up. Or she just don't want, she does. It is hard for you to get up every day and vacuum. No. So I said to myself, no. Right? And that is where I draw the line. Then time me and her talk, me just talk to her on the phone now. Me not go your yard again because me not tell her. Go your yard again. And we talk lots and lots. What a lucky succession now. Watch me shit. Me not say nothing. And I'm a business. We just not go there again. One day I did make a comment. Me said, no, me not really care for it. Me not like too much ear. It's too much. She says, yeah, and she just glide over it. Yeah, I have a lot of that. I have to clean all the time. So if you make excuses, just all me do, me put down my boundary. My boundary is me not throw away no more of my tights. No way. Not throw away my tights again. So therefore, so guys, that all said that we all have boundary. We all have boundary. You go a relationship and you meet somebody, don't have no money, and you go there. The man want you meet the man. You meet the man for one So you meet the man. You just meet a guy. I went and date and I meet a man. And then all of a sudden we go eat, him carry me out, okay, we go have dinner. And then him have two drink and him have two. And then all of a sudden him want come choke you. The first date. You make the decision and say, no, I one thing him want. Right? You don't decide say I one thing him want. Him not even a wine and dine you. And if you're a traditional woman, you want somebody to wine you and dine you. Feel like him a chase you. Buy you 2 little flowers, carry you out to the movie, carry you for a couple dates. Make you feel like somebody. Make you feel like you're worth chasing. Make you feel important. So the man wants you. He's chasing you, right? And then all of it, you go one date with him, one like a cheap restaurant, And then all of a sudden you want to carry you home. Me don't want you. First of all, as me go home, me I block you. Simple. Because your behavior not right. Your behavior is not right. This was when me and my husband did left. Behavior not right. You want to choke me the first day. No. Men are dogs. Me can't tell you a story with men where me go out with. Lots of things. Lots of something in a little short time. Like a 6 months period, me did a try date. Horrible. Them terrible out there. Remember one time I go to this one guy. And the guy want to, me and him sit down in the car after dinner. And the guy tell me, say, if me can make him come. When me say come, I want to know. Somebody put it there, I want to know what that mean. If me can make him come. Me say, oh, we must just touch him up in the car. I say, you're not easy. Just, like, we have dinner. The dinner went well. And he have to go spoil it. He has to go freaking spoil it. Me have to go block him too. Just, what is wrong with the... When I don't understand. And see, I put my boundary down. I live and learn. Just like that. Just like that. They're not good. Me meet one, we go out couple time, and it was going well. Then I was going to Florida and I call him up and basically I asked him to give me a ride to the airport. After the first 3 or 4 times me and him go out, I said to him, I want somebody to treat me like a princess. And we treat the person like a princess. The guy do like him though even hear what me say. Him don't offer for car over, him don't even offer for car my car and carry it back. So guess what me do? After the conversation, when me I spill out my auntie, I'm going to Florida tomorrow. No, me say in couple days and I don't even know because me put the situation to him. Me say, I'm going to Florida couple days. And cause him know. So now I remind him to me I go to Florida and he say, I hope you have a good trip. And I said, but you know that I don't want to leave my car at the airport because of the weather, the harsh weather and whatnot, and it's going to be outside and Calgary stay already. And then I thought that the guy, and so I said, I wish I had somebody to drive me to the airport and then take my car back, or the guy don't even make an attempt to even ask me if I want a ride or nothing. When the conversation, when time I hang up the phone, I don't tell you already, say, listen, I need somebody where them can read me. You guess what I do? I block him. Because you're not for me. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. But I bet if you did hear me say, I want to open up my leg and you run come down in my house long time. If me did say, boy, I want to, why don't we get together before me leave to Florida? I bet you would have find your way down here. I bet you him would have found. If me say, you know what, I want us to consummate the relationship before I go to Florida. Like, I want us to get together, really get together. I bet you him would have find him shit down here, down in my house. No, but you couldn't find yourself to go pick me up and carry me to the airport. You're not for me. Block. No, it's easy to block people when you're not emotional. When you're emotional. First of all, I wasn't emotionally available. Let's put it that way, because me know for a fact when you're not emotionally available and when you're not desperate, you tend to make better decision when you're not desperate. Like, you know, go out there, look for any man. Like you're looking for the man, looking for the right one. But when you're desperate, somehow we don't even see the red flag. We can't. Like when time I did that day with my husband, I did desperate. maybe me, maybe I did block off my eye. I don't know. So, but the way I handle these men in a short period of time, it was like, next. I don't know why. Me just next. Maybe because I'm older and I can see things better now. Or maybe because I am better. Right? Next. And so it is. So what I'm saying is that she did too young. Maybe she couldn't just say next. Why she never said next? From him say, come on, let us do a freak party here. Let us do a freak session. What she say? She could have said there and then, next. Maybe if me didn't have fair position and the man have $1 billion dollar. Boy, I don't know. Because that is a lot of money. And the money, I may get it riding a the plane. Go Italy, buy anything. I can go in a store and just buy so. I just can't just buy Louis Vuitton purse. I can buy Gucci. I can buy this, everything. I live in a luxury. But what I not understand, how him have a cook egg in 2009? Didn't he have $1 billion then? Why she a cook for him? I not understand that part. Somebody explain that part of him because obviously Dawn said she was cooking egg for him. Or because him want she to make the egg to make him. Because it feels special when she make the egg, not when his chef make the egg. I don't know what that part then I look like. When me know, me a princess, when me I do make egg for you. Oh, it's comfort food for some American. I don't know, but he could get anybody make comfort food for him. Why am I to ask her to make the egg? Him could not have him helpers and him not have people who work for him to make the egg. I don't know, me not know. That don't look right. Like, so the whole thing don't make sense. I guess if me did have one rich man, okay, look on Selma Hayat. Who knows Selma Hayat? The Mexican lady. Mexico she come from? I want a Ross billionaire she married, you know. I one of them man them you want, you know. I don't know Selma Hayat. She married. That was her husband name. Let me see. Selma Hayat. Her husband. You see the man, don't my internet now work on the same way. Let's see. Selma Hayat husband. Let me see the man. The man I want rotted billionaire. See the man, yeah? Whoa. How me can get so friggin' lucky? Okay, she have to work for the egg. Anybody can cook egg though. Selma Hayat reveals she never signed a prenuptial agreement with her husband. multi-billionaire Francis. I want a Ross old man like that, I want. To backside hole. I want Englishman to, Whoa. He is sharing some insight into her financial with her husband. Bumblecleat. Murder, she wrote. It was Cassie who was cooking the egg. You didn't know? It was Cassie who was cooking the egg. And then she wasn't cooking it fast enough. I'm telling you. See the people? I'm going to show you how we're going to get man in this. Flip, but me not think you can see it. See there? A fair husband that. You hear no excitement? She married one billionaire. You hear no excitement enough for them life? There's no excitement. You don't hear no excitement? Oh, him wanted. Oh my God, the girl no know. Him want her. What is? He wanted it fried and she boiled it. Unfortunate for her. A old man like that she do it, but Selma Ayat, she no young either. But me go England in a because be here, see I so them there. Yeah. I'm going to see me and I'm just gonna I forgot put on my nice falls here. I have been wasting my money and talent for years. Where I waste money and talent pan, woman? Guys, I get too old. Young people, I'm too old for this, you know. If the right price come, Ross, you think me nah go? Wanna stay there. You say man and no manners. Listen, you come talk about married. Married ever stop anybody yet? Half of people who married that go if them get the right one. Remember me Ross tell you that. I go talk it how it is. Me not care when no one say. Half of who we married. If a billionaire come right now and sweep on half on Ross feet and say Hasta la vista, baby. We say good meeting you. Good meeting you. Even if the man just come and say, all right, me give. Because if me I go there, listen, this is how it go for me now. So me there here. And the man see me and love me. And then, okay, me know say relationship don't last. And then he go say, okay, you have to go leave your husband. What is going to? Okay, me have to go leave my husband. So me go leave my security for you. And you have billions of dollars. So obviously, so I go say to you, say, you're a boss man. I know say kind of young in the relationship, but I not telling a lie. You have to put down a book. If you have $1 billion,